course, brought Marky, and Tyler is with Capital Canine. Thank you so much for being here, Tyler.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit about Marky, first of all, who you have with you, how you got to connected with Marky, and Marky is actually up for adoption right now.
So I actually adopted a dog from For Belle's Sake back in 2017, and she had some issues with other dogs and kind of hyperactivity, some stuff like that. So I started researching training and realized how much I enjoy it, and decided to make a career of it. And so I've had the opportunity with For Belle's Sake to be able to work with some dogs. So Marky has been a problem dog, as in just hyperactive. She's got a lot going on, no focus, so it's really hard for someone to take her, just because she's definitely a little bit of a handful. So we just have her for 3 weeks here, just gonna do some training and see if we can get her a little bit more adoptable.
How is she responding to the training, and what kind of training are you doing with her?
She's responding really well. So we do like basic obedience stuff. So it's mostly reward based. So when she does something we want, we make sure we reward her for that. Just give her the opportunity to, succeed. It's not going to do us any good if we put her in situations where she's not gonna be successful.
She's doing really pretty good here this morning. I'm very impressed. When you talk about training, though, what are some of the basics for training that every dog owner should know?
Well, a lot of it is like the philosophy that I would say you have to work through is you need to make sure that like communication is key with the dog. So dogs don't communicate like we do. So a lot of times you tell a dog to sit, and most dogs know how to sit because that's a common thing that people do, but a dog only understands that through repetitions and through like a picture. So when a dog understands that when they sit, it's because they've, that's what we want them to do and they're being rewarded for it. That's a really good way, for them to understand that. So if a dog doesn't understand what we want from them, it's very difficult, for them to succeed because they have no idea what they're actually looking for. So it's just important to be able to clearly communicate that, through different methods, which is something that I guess we just work through each day.
Yeah, you have a clicker. I've heard you clicking. What is that something for every dog owner to have, or maybe if a dog owner wants you to help train their dog, they could send them to you. But tell us about the clicker and how that works.
So what the clicker does, it's either a clicker or a marker word, which is just a word that either of those two things signify that something good is going to happen. So when I click, so for instance, if I ask her to sit, as soon as she sits her butt on the ground and I click, I mark that because dogs see in pictures. So they don't necessarily, that's a good opportunity for her to realize, hey, this is something I did right, and now she's about to get either food or praise or a toy. Mm-hmm. So you could use that with yes or a clicker. As long as you just use the clicker or the marker word every time you're gonna reward them, over time, they're going to understand how that works.
So what's her preferred way of praise? Does she like the toy, the treat?
She is very food motivated because she loves food. Food's usually the easiest way to train just because it's really easy. You grab a piece of kibble or a treat and hand it to them, and then they eat that real quick, as opposed to trying to praise them or pull out a ball to throw. That's inconvenient when you're trying to get them to sit maybe in like an office before you go on air.
Right. Marky, I'm also very food motivated, so I relate to you in that way. Would you be able to demonstrate just getting her to sit with us
Sure.
right now? Just to kind of give us a look of what that might
Absolutely.
look like. We'd love to see that.
Marky. We'll try it down. She likes down more.
Okay.
Marky. Down.
Very good.
What a good girl. Could she have done that, weeks ago, months ago? How long has that taken?
Oh, well, we picked her up on Saturday, so we made some progress. She's really eager to learn. Some dogs are a little bit more stubborn when it comes to that, but she's really ready, and we've just been going through getting used to doing that. It's a lot of repetitions, getting used to those things, but When I first picked her up, she was everywhere. She would not focus on anything. So just these little things like this really start to make a change for her and make her a little bit more relaxed.
So how much time does she have left in her training, and what do you kind of recommend for training a dog? How many hours a day should you work with them? Because just like a human, they get tired probably.
Absolutely. So that was a common misconception I had too. I thought that you need to spend like a half an hour to block off with training, but some dogs can't go, I mean, really, they get really tired out, or they start blowing you off because they're, you know, just over it after 5 minutes. So if every time you take your dog out and you do a few training repetitions with them over time, over a month, you're going to actually have probably several, you know, repetitions in of a certain command or different things like that. So that's usually just small increments a couple times throughout the day. And you're going to notice a huge difference with your dog.
Oh, fantastic tips. Thank you so much, Tyler. And Marky did such a great job. If you would like to learn more about the dogs and cats that are up for adoption, including Marky, go to forbellsake.org. And if you'd like to know more about dog training, certainly find Tyler on Facebook by searching Capital Canine. Thank you so much, Tyler.
And coming up next,